So this particular question, how do I stay calm when again, this is a man, so how do I stay calm when my wife is triggered? We have to first of all understand that it's normal to go into oh my God, somebody's mad at me. Oh my God, somebody's yelling at me. It's normal for us to go into that immediate, like, oh crap mode. All right. That's normal. How we respond to that is where I hope I can give you some insight, because if I'm carrying shame and guilt, then my response to somebody being mad at me, that's going to be that tool. I could get angry back or get defensive or angry because they're getting too close to that shame that I've been carrying for so long. I could shut down, right? Just stop talking and use the silent treatment. So we all have our own tools. Now, how do you grow out of that, right? Well, we've got to figure out, what are your tools? What is your go-to response when somebody is angry at you? And think about other scenarios. Forget about your spouse for just a moment. Think about other scenarios. How do you respond to anger? Let's say your best friend just starts yelling at you out of the blue, right? Just you did something, they found out, and they're yelling at you. How do you respond to that when it's your friend? Or if it's a family member or a boss or an employee or a coworker? Step out of yourself just for a minute and ask yourself, how do I respond when other people, not my spouse, when other people get mad at me? Once you have that answer, now I want to ask you to look at your spouse. When your spouse gets mad at you, how do you respond? You're either going to respond the same way, whether it's your spouse, whether it's a coworker, friend, whatever, or it's going to be different. That answer usually lies in shame. If your boss yells at you and you know you did everything right on that project, chances are you're going to have a response that's going to be more calm. Like, hey, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, I did everything that I could, and you're going to stay in a calmer state. But if you know you didn't do everything you could, and you know you're kind of getting caught here with your hand in the cookie jar, if you will, then you're going to have another response. You're not going to be quite as calm. So the ultimate goal when your spouse is mad, when your spouse is yelling or upset at you, the goal is to stay calm. But if you're carrying shame and guilt, it's going to be really hard to stay calm, because that shame button is going to get hit. But if you know you're doing the right things, and remember, in the betrayal world, there's a lot of wrong things and a lot of right things. And if you're following what we're teaching, then hopefully you're learning how to do the right things. So if you are doing all of the right things, then that shame button isn't going to get hit, because you've done your full disclosure. There's no more secrets. You've got it all out there. You've done it in a therapeutic way. You followed the What Have I Done course. There's a whole section in there about how to deliver the disclosure and then how to manage it afterwards. If you're working on your why, you're working on your how, you're doing some RCT maybe with Camilla or Sarah, then you are doing all of the right things. And that when your wife or your husband is yelling or angry at you, that shame button shouldn't be getting hit.